Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again today. I wanted to put a quick video together about what I do in order to clean, beautify, preserve, restore plastic parts. Now here I'm focusing specifically on plastic parts from the engine. So first thing, work in an area where you have some containment for drips and just dirt in general. I've placed a cardboard all around here, and this is my workspace. I've taken the parts out of the car, brought them here to this space. This is the cover of the ignition coils and the spark plugs on the left-hand side, the driver's side in North America. And this is the engine cover again on the left-hand side. I actually already did this, but I forgot to film it. I have not done this part. I don't know if you can see a difference. I mean, this is the non-treated component, and this one has been treated. It looks a bit more shiny. So what do I use? This particular one is a Jaguar's product. You want something, there's many brands that offer products like this. You want something that is specifically for vinyl rubber and plastic. That's the kind of product you want. And ideally you want a product that is non-greasy, right? So once everything is done, you want the surface to be non-greasy. Many of these products also are dust repellent in a sense that they don't attract dust, and it's harder for dust and dirt to stick on them. So that's also great. This way you keep your engine bay looking clean longer. So how do I apply this? Now, many times you may want to use a cloth, or you may want to use a sponge to do that. I avoid using these products, these applicators, because they tend to absorb the product. I don't want to absorb the product into the applicator. I want the product to stay onto the plastic pieces. So there are really two options that I use. One is a brush like this. I always use a brush when I work on the interior of the car, regardless if I'm cleaning, conditioning the leather. I would always use the brush, but for the engine components, I just use the gloves. So I would spray directly on. I'm running low on product here. There we go. Spray directly, and then I would literally take the glove and start massaging the product in, going into every sort of indentation, every channel, and so on. I would massage it in, add more product as needed. Now this actually makes it more shiny, but also it cleans. So if there is some dirt, it will take it off. I mean, if your plastic components are extremely filthy, degrease them first, wash them first, right? Once they're in a decent shape, bring them in here and work with this product as a last stage. So the other benefit of this kind of product, I'm not endorsing this one only or specifically, but this kind of product is that it helps to rejuvenate the plastics. It makes them more flexible. It makes them less likely to crack, especially when you have components like this where, see how this spins? There's a hose that goes through here. Now you want this to be flexible, right? You don't want this to just crack as you slide the hose in, or over time for this to just break. So you want to soak it into the product and allow the product to penetrate and soften this plastic and rejuvenate it. At the bottom, you have those rubber components, right? There's three of them, 1, 2, 3. You want these soaked in the product. Let the product work. Don't wipe it off right away. Now, I would do this and I would leave this for a good half an hour at least. I wouldn't leave it overnight because I don't want this to dry onto the plastic. I want to be able to wipe it, but half an hour, no problem. Leave it on there, allow the product to penetrate, allow it to work, allow it to soak in. Once the time is passed and you are ready, then bring your cloth and start wiping, right? you would wipe, you would polish, and so on. And this is actually not ideal. It's not cotton, but if you have a cotton piece, use cotton. It absorbs really well. It would pick up any excess product, and then you'll be able to leave your plastic component looking great. And it's not just the looks, but really the more important thing to me is the fact that this plastic is now more moisturized, and it's more resilient and resistant to the heat that it's exposed to, and to cracking over time. So that's a quick video about what I do with plastic components. If I can take them out of the car, I always do. I wouldn't do this while it's mounted into the car itself. It's a messy job, things drip. I mean, if you look at the plastic here, you see that it's pretty yucky at the bottom. So, sorry, at the cardboard. So, yeah, take it out of the car, work in a clean, safe space, in a sense that, you know, there's no dust around, there are no objects falling or leaves blowing or anything like that. And you know, don't be in a rush, give yourself time. Once these pieces are conditioned and recovered, you put them back in the car, the engine bay looks beautiful. All right, folks, that was it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.